Alright, so this is gonna be first video on the channel, first long form video. For this video, we're gonna be talking about highs and lows, how to understand highs and lows. It's gonna be a very simple video, and we're gonna start by just diving into what are highs and lows. So the first thing on screen here is we have multiple highs and lows all over the place. Right? We can see highs and lows, such as right here, lows here, highs here, highs here. All right, what these look like is, in very simple terms, highs and lows are when you have wicks of a candle, meaning that we have a wick here, wick here. This would be considered a high. Um, Imagine candle bodies too, candle body, candle body. We have wicks like that, and then that would be a high because this high right here, it's higher than the two candles next to it, which makes it a high. Right? Very simply put. So, same thing for here. If you look, these lows here have they're lower than each candle around them. Okay? Meaning the one to the right and the one to the left is lower. This low right here. Another example right here in the middle. The candle to the right and left of it is higher than it, which makes it a low. All right, they're very easy to spot. Once you start spotting them, you'll always spot them. Even this right here, lots of you might think only this is the low, but this is also a low right here too. This right here, also a low. So there's multiple lows and there's multiple highs all over the place. Okay, so the first one we're going to be talking about is how highs and lows work, and we're going to also talk about uh, how you can trade off of highs and lows, how you can read market structure from highs and lows. All right, so right here we have in the chart we have highs and lows, and we have two trades that I took. I want to go over these trades because we can actually see very straight out how I use the highs and lows in this example. So the first thing is, as we were coming into the market here, this was 9:30 right here, so we can see straight off the bat. Um, we're not going to talk about anything else, just the highs and lows for now. We can see we're manipulating highs. So if you see over here we have a high, over here we have a high, and over here we have a high. So if you actually pay very close attention to this happens every single time. We had a high right here, and we came back up into the high, traded into it, we had it move down. Okay, so you'll do one of two things from highs and lows. You will either manipulate or you will displace. Manipulation and displacement is a very good confluence because it actually is very not spoken of, but every if you use it, you can make a lot of banger trades. And this trade that I took. Both of these were good trades. This one was taken at the wrong time, but this one was taken at a correct time, and it was a very good trade, very profitable, very good risk to reward. So if we look at this high over here, you can see we have a high right here, high right here, high right here, and every single time we traded into this high, let's imagine we just drew a box on it. Every time we traded into it, we got a rejection. So that's showing that we're bearish. Okay, it shows that we're bearish because every single time we got a rejection. Okay, as I said, you're going to manipulate a high or you're going to displace. What does that look like? This is called manipulation. You trade into a high and then you go the opposite way. That's called manipulation. Now, the other thing you can do is you can displace. So if you see this, if we see a high right here, we have a high. When we traded up to that high, we started displacing upward. Okay. These can be fake outs, stuff like that. You're not always going to use this perfectly. All right. This is strictly just for highs and lows. I don't want to teach you guys how to trade fully yet. That'll be in other videos. How to trade 9:30, how to trade New York, all that stuff will be in other videos. So, highs and lows. This high right here was the last high used before this giant move down. Okay. We also got a lot of liquidity added into the market at 9:30. So, if we can see here, the first thing that we notice is we're manipulating high and moving down, manipulating the high and moving down. Okay. We did this over and over and over, every single time. till we stop. So when exactly did we stop? Down here, you guys can't really see it, but it was just wick at the end of the candle. Um, and my first indication why I entered this trade right here was because we started displacing. So displacing is when you're creating fair value gaps through a high or through a low. So right here, we created this fair value gap through this high. Okay, through the high, we made a fair value gap right here, and then when we traded back into it, right here, we traded back into it. You could get your position right in the middle. Me personally, I like to see us move down and then move up. So I entered right here after I saw the displacement through it. Early entry. Now, where did I get out? I got out because I saw us start moving up, and then what happened? We hit the same high that we were hitting every single time, and we got to move down. Now, this is called a stop run. I'll explain to you guys what this is later, but they did catch me on the stop run. Okay. Also, we got an inverted fair value gap right here, which for me, I don't like taking trades unless they go almost straight up. I like to take trades that are very quick, very easy, and not held for super long. Mostly in negative or drawdown. So I got out here on pretty much break even, but the fees I think were a little bit more. So from there, we had a giant blue candle up, which I knew I was like, damn, I got stopped out. So now I'm looking for a new entry. Okay. So we're looking for a new entry back into this trade to go up again. Right. And many times, this is honestly one of the best tips I can give to any trader in general. You'll see open happen, and it's just so simple, but this could be the make it could be the make or break for your trading confluences. You'll see the open, the fake out, which the fake out sweeps liquidity, which this swept liquidity as a retrace. Then we moved up. Okay. Um, so over here, what did I see? So I start moving up here, and instead of getting in on a fair value gap, because as you see, we made one right here. Instead of getting in, we came back down and then going up. I got out. I got in the moment I saw us displaced through this high. Whereas before here, we wicked into the high right here, and then we moved down. Over here, we started displacing through it. So I got in the moment we pushed through it with energy. So when we pushed through it, all I did was I targeted another high outside. Um, I'll show you guys what low resistance liquidity is and high resistance liquidity, as I like to call it. I'll show you what that is in another video. But I took profits right at where the level was, and as you see, we started moving down right after that and down for the day. So this was an easy trade that I took with the highs and lows. Also, you can keep on looking at highs and lows and seeing how we react to them every single time. So if you held this for longer, something nice that you could also do is you can also notice with highs and lows here. If you held it, let's say you kept on holding it, we have a low right here, okay? And what happens? We displace through it. So if you really wanted to hold it and we're displacing through lows, that's a sign we're bearish now, okay? So you'd want to get out here and you'll still make profit. Okay. Another example is here. This is a great example because there's so many highs and lows in this picture, okay? We can see we're inside a uptrend here, and with this, we can also see we have a high right here, and what do we do? Displace through the high. Now, we displaced through the high, probably rejected off of something on our left, and we came back down. Now, every single time we traded into a low, what happened? We traded into a low right here, and then we got a big move up. We traded into a low right here, and we got another move up, right? This is easy ways to find out, oh, are we going up or are we going down, right? In this, we were bullish, but it was a very slow moving market, and we didn't have any great sense of direction. This might be considered choppy, but it can actually help you learn market structure better and not only understand trade into a low, bullish move up. And if you're seeing this, that means we're being bullish. And also displacing through highs. If we displace to this high right here, we displace to this high right here. Um, and yeah, if you want to get in later on, this is a very good confluence and very good way to trade with this. So if you guys have any questions, the Discord is going to be inside the bio. I also have my TikTok linked inside the YouTube channel's bio. So if you guys have any questions from that, drop comments, join the Discord. It's always free to join the Discord. It has a bunch of information in there too, and we'll be making more videos like this soon. And I would recommend staying subscribed to this, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and then you can also comment things here. I'll reply to basically every single comment here and questions you guys have. But Discord will really get you a lot more. And if you guys do want one-on-one coaching, maybe inside the Discord. So just like, subscribe, and comment if you guys have any questions. I'll see you guys in the next one.